Hey, this is exactly 11:55. The date is February 2nd, 2026. This is exactly the most complete day I've ever lived on this planet. One more thing is left yet. I have to call my parents and talk to them before going to bed. If I do that, I complete this whole day. This is exactly how I wanted to live my entire life. And I want to be able to do everything, anything that I think of doing without regrets, without any second thoughts, without any um, schedule that I have to go attend. This is the most best, perfect day. Exactly, this is how I want to live. I found out something that you need to do. You always need to be humble. You always need to be kind. You always need to be loved, and you always love. You always should love. And I feel more closer to God, honestly. I feel like uh, the quote that I was always talking about, I actually started living it. I always thought of changing, but you keep changing. You have to you keep changing every single milliseconds. I'm telling you, you didn't even find yourself, but you still want to change. How can you do that? You didn't even find yourself in this life and how you are able to change yourself. So remember that and just keep going, keep finding the best version of yourself. And someday you would be realizing that you were always been living in a day like this. I wrote a quote where when I said, "This is the day I get rich," and I'm not exactly sure that this is the day I got rich, but this is one of the day that I got rich. This is the day I changed or something. I don't know. I feel like I should go talk to people. I mean, I should talk to people. I should not be like sitting here staring at myself, staring at the works that I'm doing all the time. I cannot live that way. Always need to be humble. You always need to be kind. You always need to be loved and love. You would be a good memory in every person that you have come across, even though you don't talk to each other anymore, even though you hate them, you started hating them and you started you started forgiving them, and they probably still hate you even then. And even in any circumstances in life, even any circumstances, regardless how you feel, you were always a good memory in someone's head. So all you gotta do is see the right things. You are always surrounded with people that push you, motivates you, and loves you like for being who you are and welcomes you, respects you, treats you well. All you gotta do is open your eyes and look at the right things. And I don't even know whether I'm making any sense right here, but I feel like a whole lot completely changed today. I felt like something good happened today. This is perfect day, to be honest. I woke up, I cold showered, prayed to God, and started trading. And everything was like pre-written, and this is how I just wanted to continue the rest of my life. And and that's about it. I still have to like just record a trading video, which is right. In this same video, I'm gonna do it. So remember, always remember this. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Just like one of the video that I saw, Timothy Chalamet said, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So find yourself. That is life. Find you. And this one word is going to revolute a whole entire generation. I believe the word you would actually gonna make a lot of sense. And I strongly believe that I'm being honest with myself. It is what it is. This is exactly what you need to do. This is exactly finding yourself, pursuit of finding yourself. The whole life is pursuit of finding yourself. It's not about changing you. You can't even. It's like as I said in this earlier in the same video. But remember this: you gotta always be humble, always be kind, always be loved and love, always be respectful, always be the person who someone respects. So you had to find you. So, and I'm gonna go continue with trade recap for 2nd of February 2026. The moment I came into the market, it was in 15-minute time frame. And the exact moment that I saw the 15-minute market, I wanted to be bullish. The main reason for that, even before even market open, I marked up all of this liquidity points. I know for a fact I had a strong reason to go for buying entries. Here is how I did it. So on the left, you could able to see this is recent liquidity that has been swept out by the price. The same day, this is going to be a jeweled swing. They opened right around here, went up, came back down. So this is a jeweled swing. So what do we have here? We have a liquidity speed, and we have a 15-minute inversion right here, 15-minute inversions, 15-minute inversion, 15-minute structure shift, another 15-minute inversion right here, another 15-minute inversion before market open. Yeah, we're holding bullish for value gap, and and I don't know, like this was the last confirmation that I needed to see in order for the price to go long. So I went on to the uh, what's that? Before market open, I marked out all my liquidities, which I had right here. As the price started moving, we can see I just wanted the market open to do one thing, to go higher, tap this liquidity, come back down, sweep some of the internals, and then go up. That was my early, that was my plan, that was my thought process before coming to market open. But instead, price did one more thing. It straight up started shooting up. So one thing that I wanted to see, I waited for that one thing for the first 15-minute candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. So after this, I confirmed that the price is about to go sweep all the journal liquidities that I have right here, right here. So that alone brings me a lot of confidence for going bullish. But the only thing that I didn't have is a proper entry that I didn't have. We don't have a good pullback right here, not a 50% of this range. And that is the only thing that I was constantly thinking of. And that's this entries are not really good. So I was waiting a bit more. And as you can see, price started going up right here after sweeping up this liquidity. I really was so sure that the price is about to go up. Reason because we are closing about really aggressive. If it's a support and resistance, what do you call this? A break and a retest, right? I'm bringing out all the concepts right here. I know I'm bringing out all the concepts, but end of the day, what you do is right or wrong is what matters. So I was thinking that this fair value gap is going to hold, and even though if I had my stop loss right below this at this low, or maybe probably a little bit lower than that, even though if I would have done that, I would have got stopped out on this trade. As you can see, I had my stop loss right exactly at the bottom of the 1 minute fair value gap, and I got stopped out right there. There we got stopped out. There I got stopped out. And before taking this 1 minute fair value gap entry, right? Before this entry, I wanted to see a candle close above this high. So, which I really didn't actually see. So I should have actually not entered on this trade. That's the one mistake that I could say that I didn't follow, but top tier risk management, to be honest. And again, I started waiting, and as you can see, we would be having a 1 minute tiniest of fair value gap right there. And once the price started respecting it, I entered right exactly at the middle of that candle, right exactly here. As the price started moving, closed up like that, breaking my point right there, my trade right there. And once price started doing this, I was having my stop loss at this point, and then exactly the price would have got stopped me out, but still I actually didn't get stopped out. And one more thing happened right here. And again, we would be exactly below this pivot again. And one more time, I almost got stopped out right there. Look at that. Still remember that. And I thought I'm gonna get stopped out, but I didn't. And I got stopped out right there. I was so confident that the price is still about to go up, even though having this 1 minute inversion, which is out of nowhere on the left side, uh, by the way, didn't have a liquidity sweep, didn't have a proper fair value gap, or didn't have nothing to actually rose from there. We can't just take a trade just off this 1 minute inversion. And that what made me stop is this 3 minute fair value gap right here. That really saved me really good because price started rejecting off that 3 minute fair value gap right there. You can see we are rejecting that. And on this exact particular point, why did I actually take a trade without any confluence, without any inversion, without any things? But just because we have a 30-second change in state right here and a fair value gap, 30-second model, right? So as I should be targeting this high, as I'm taking a trade off this 30-second inverse, 30-second fair value gap, as you can see, right there, 30-second tap. I had my stop loss just below that. Even though it was a tight stop loss, I had managed my risk very well. And as the price went up like that, I had my trailing stop loss right exactly at this candle open. Like I could have just closed. My take profit has already been smashed. I could have closed it, but I had my trailing stop loss. I had my trailing stop loss there, and I got stopped out the very next candle, and the price started pushing down to the 50% of this level, which is right here. This is like a magnet to the price. Price comes back down here and then goes up, giving a market making model, taking out the final draw on liquidity. That's what the price did. And as you can see, let me show you that. We started pushing down exactly at the 50% of this range, started rejecting off this 1 minute fair value gap right here, which we have. And here we have an inversion and change in state delivery, which is also a 1 minute fair value gap, which brings us to market maker buy model, where you can enter right there. Could have entered right there, having stop loss just below this fair value gap and target the next opposing liquidity. After seeing this huge fair value gap, probably you could manage your risk much more better. Having a stop loss or break even at this point would be a bad idea. I don't know, but still, if you still have your stop loss there, you could have probably gotten your take profit smashed. This is exactly a turtle soup model right there. Take profit smashed. Exactly priced it. Sweep this high, holding this fair value gap, coming back down to the entry just to refill this fair value gap again properly, and then giving us a proper inversion right there. After this, you could have entered right here, targeting this whole thing. So this is a huge model. This is one more thing that I came up with. So once price is inversing with multiple candles without a displacement, without one huge candle inversing that fair value gap, what you can actually expect the price to do to have a breakup structure. And probably if that closes above that breakup structure, you could actually enter on the next candle and target the next opposing liquidity. So that is one thing that I learned from this multiple candle getting inversed. So it has to do one thing. It has to have a breakup structure and a candle close about the breakup structure. That's when you're gonna enter, and which is right here. That's what I did right around here. That's what I should have done on the first trade of the day. And if I would have let that trade run, I would have probably made around like $600 across accounts. So it would have been honestly amazing trade. But this is still a valid setup, valid trade. This is still a great setup, but just didn't want it to take because I'm already done for the day. But just giving out the sauce, what I'm seeing actually. So I believe that this was a good trading video, good explanation, and good psychological video probably too. And this is all just for me. So I'm really happy for this day. And I always remember this day because this is something, a good day. As you can see right there, that's a kind of token of motivation and a little more fuel to keep going. And as always, believe in yourself, believe in God. Anything is possible if you believe in God. So just keep going, keep following your dreams, keep finding yourself. And I'll see you in another video, probably the next time when I'm going to watch this. It's going to be super, super different. I'm going to be in a very, very, very better place. All the dreams that those are going to come true are going to come true if you believe in yourself. So that's about it. And I'm out. Adios.